Well then, I had a little message off Clive Goodwin. Wanted me to compare the cb500x with my old bike, the 1200 Cross Tourer X. There's a couple of little things while I've gone back to the bike, but first one is price. Not really. The 1200 was, well, couldn't get a penny off £12,000 as a standard bike. Obviously this one is £6,199. So obviously it's about pretty much half price, which obviously is going to appeal to a lot of you. Then you got the weight as well. This is stock. This is 197 kilograms, which is nice and light, really, isn't it? You don't want anything really over 230. The Cross Tourer that I had, that was it was a manual, so that was 275 kilograms, which is, you know, pushing on 300. So that was quite a heavy bike, that was. So miles per gallon, 500. I'm averaging on this one, 2019 model upwards, I'm averaging 85 miles per gallon, plus obviously around town it has gone up to about 90. Cross Tourer, you're looking at 45. I have managed to get the Cross Tourer up to 50, but to be honest with you, she's a big old lump. Cross Tourer, horsepower 127 standard. This one you're looking at 47, well 46.9, but miles around it off. So Cross Tour is you know, pretty darn good on the horsepower, but comfort about the same. This one's got a little bit of a harder seat. The other one, the Cross Tourer, the 1200, a little bit softer actually, to be honest with you. But you know, nothing you can't fix. Next one is range. I'm getting brim to pretty much when the light comes on, or halfway through the light. 280 miles on this tank. That's average riding, really. Cross Tourer 1200, you're looking not a lot, really, from 150 to 190, and that's when you really need to fill it up. So, and that's with a 21 litre tank on the Cross Tourer, so pretty poor, really, but you know, it's okay. So it's a big engine, you can't really complain with that, and the weight. One touring, about the same, really. About the same. Can't really see much between them. Obviously the pegs are a little bit more forward on the 1200, so a little bit more comfort in the legs, but it's just a bit of road presence on the 1200, being bigger, a bit more heavier, feels a bit more stable in the crosswinds, and you know, overtaking, you feel a bit more glued to the road, I would say. Next one is the dash. I don't know if you can see on this one, up to date dash, gear indicator, clock, speed, obviously speedo, average fuel consumption. You got everything really on here, but I'll put a picture on now. This one looks a hell of a lot better, obviously more updated, being a newer bike. I mean, this one is going to be a lot better, and unfortunately they never changed them from 2012 to now, really. I mean, as far as I know, they're not making them anymore because of the emissions. They can't meet the Euro 5. So 2 up. same again really. 1200, the Cross Tourer X, because of the weight of it, you don't really feel anyone on the back really. Acceleration, braking's really good, so no issues there. This one about the same really, because of the less weight. It's pretty good on the braking, acceleration, stuff like that. So no real big issues there. So that's that one. There they go, mother and father. Bless them. Right then, so size really. They've come a long way with the 500. It's definitely a lot bigger bike all round really on the front end. Different swinging arm on the back of this one. It's the 2021 model, but yeah, the 1200 obviously is going to be bigger. You know, it's a lot bigger bike, but with this hauling it around, stuff like that, I've had a lot of comments and stuff like, you know, with yourselves. This one's easier to move around car parks and such. You got the 1200. That is a big beast. That is like pushing a car, really. I would say. There's nothing else to compare it against, really. It's like pushing a car around the car parks. And so, if you're gonna have your service at a dealer, for this one, you're looking at about 130. 1200, you're looking around about 150 plus, depending on what service you have. But they're roughly around about 130 for this one, and about 150, 160 for the 1200. But it's what you expect, really. You're buying a bigger bike, so they're gonna charge you the premiums. The 1200, that's all. That's really good quality stuff on there. The build quality is a hell of a lot better. But you're definitely getting a premium bike there, because these, I think, made in Thailand. I'll put it on the screen now, where they're made. But the 1200 is made in Japan, so a little bit better quality. That one even has 3 years warranty. This one only has 2, so that gives you an idea of what kind of to expect from the bike. Comes to top speed, the last one. You're looking you're looking 100 miles an hour top speed on this. One up, flat out, you're looking at about 100 miles an hour. The 1200, you're looking at about 130, 135 on a good day. So, you know, 35 miles an hour more. At 70, you're looking about, on the revs, I think on this one, it's around about 5,500. Cross Tourer, you're looking at, I think it was about 4,000, something like that on the Cross Tourer. So obviously the bigger engine and the gearing is helping there. The bike, anyway, compared to the 1200X, lovely, 1200X Cross Tourer. So that's the reasons. There's some reasons there why I didn't want to go back to a smaller bike, but it's at the end of the day, it's how it makes you feel, first of all. So thanks to my mate Clive I've been speaking to. Basically, yeah. So I've done your video for you, pal. So Mr. Goodwin, it's all done for you. If there's anyone else wants me to do a video, I'll give you a little shout out and all the necessaries. Do my best to what I can do. Little birdie. So, yep, there's a nice little trails video coming out on Friday. It's only a bit of a gravel trails really on this bike. Gives you an idea what it's like on these tyres. I mean, they're more road biased really, so I mean, I've took a CBR off-road, so any bike can go off-road, any bike can have an adventure, so it's just depending on how much you want, how much grip, and you know how fast you want to go really. I'm on my way back now. Me and Missus is going to go out on the bike. I'm not too sure if we're going to go out on this one or a CBR. If there's anyone else that wants me to do any videos like this, I can do. You just pop it in the comments. I've got a couple of CBRs. If you want me to do a review or anything on them, I can do. I've got a CBR 600 F2, F3 and an F4i sports one. So if you want me to do any reviews off them or anything like that, tell them, you know, anything really, the same I do on this bike, just pop it in the comments and I'll sort that out for you. Give you a shout as well. So thanks to Clive Goodwin again for the video. Yeah, thanks again, and just remember to subscribe and do all them things that you like to do, and ding dong that bell, because you won't know that the videos are up otherwise. So thanks again. I'll get past him, Mr. Peasant on the push bike. I don't know why he just doesn't buy a cb500x. Thanks again. Bye bye.